Hey budget besties, welcome back to the channel. I'm Shawnee and I'm sharing my journey to financial freedom $1 at a time. Around here, we don't compare, we don't judge, we just mind our money and keep it real. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and tap that like button, drop a comment and subscribe. It's a free way to help other people find this space. In today's video, we are going to be cash stuffing $888, so let's get started. I am going to pull my categories from my wallet. Let's pull these out. I have been forgetting to pull this change out, so let me get this change. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put my fetch code up against the screen. If you are unaware, fetch is just an application where you scan your receipts. You can earn some points that can help you earn gift cards, and there are a lot of gift cards that you can choose from. If you use my code, you get a 2,000 point boost, and I get points too. So if you don't have Fetch, go ahead and use my code. So we're going to put money into my pink piggy bank, and I named her Pinky unless I figure out another name for her. But yeah, so this is a bunch of change and there are no pennies because there are no pennies where I am. Okay, so let's see what we have left over. In groceries, I have 20, 30, 40, 50. And so we're going to set that to the side. And we have nothing in gas because, as you know, gas and groceries are ridiculous. I feel like with gas and groceries, I pay more for that in a month than my mama ever got in child support, okay? All right, so in gas, let's make sure this is $250. We have 20, 40, 60, 80. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. 2, 20, 40, and 50. So we got it right this time. Let's see, for gas, I want to put $50 in here. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. And then I want to add to self-care because stuff don't cost the same as it used to, so I have to kind of get this up and going so I can get something done to my hair, okay? And I'm adding $20 there. And that is it for my wallet for now. I'm going to take my categories. I'm going to put them back in my wallet and I'll be right back. I did have 5s and 1s left over, so I'm going to set that to the side and we are going to come over here to my funeral binder. If you are new to the channel and you're wondering why I named this binder my funeral binder, I will link my very first YouTube video. I explain it there. So in my funeral binder, I want to start with car registration. In car registration, I'm adding a $10 bill, and that makes 60, and my car registration will be a total of $135. I have until a good October to figure that out. And I picked up the wrong thing. If you ever have vellum, make sure you have the right kind of marker. They usually do better with wet erase markers. So we're giving ourselves credit. I want to give a shout out to Budget with Elma. And I'm going to explain why, because you know I have a story time. I was feeling just down, but trying to figure out how to keep my spirits up because I've been trying to be like a little Miss Sunshine, but you know, life happens to us all. I've been going through a lot with the place where I have been going for my arm. In HOA, I am adding $20. So yeah, so I was having some issues with the building and all of that. I didn't like the doctor that I was seeing. And I was sharing, if I'm not mistaken, I was sharing that my goal was to go and get a second opinion, quite honestly. And I did that. And my second opinion was supposed to be what is coming up Monday, which would be the 27th, if I'm not mistaken. Today is Friday, the 24th of April, paycheck number 2. I'm bad about that. And I was waiting and I got bombarded So in HOA, I have 50, 70, and 90. I was bombarded because what they do is they bill the patient every week. I can even see monthly, but every week. And it was beginning to add up. I've already met my deductible. We're coming over to insurance, car insurance. Before I continue this story, let me tell you, I saved up a total of, I keep picking up the wrong marker. I saved up $750 for my May, and it ended up only being $4.99.97. I'm sorry, $449.97, which to me is $450. And I'm so glad. And so that $300, I'm just gonna leave as a buffer in there. Okay. So anyway, we are adding a $50 bill. So yeah, they were billing me. I put myself on a payment plan, but I would have to call every week to put each new week's bill on the payment plan, you know, and I had been doing it, but after a while, mathematically, it just was not making sense for me. I was just like, listen, can you all stretch it out a little longer past 12 months? Like, can I get 15, 18 months? That way the monthly payments don't get so out of control, because at that time, I didn't know if I was going to need surgery or not. And I already was contemplating on getting a new provider anyway. And they said they couldn't stretch it out past 12 months. Now, my understanding is they do it for certain people, but I don't know how they decide who they do it for and who they don't stretch it out for. But anyway, for car insurance, I have the $300 that was left over from last time in the buffer, and $100 here. So I was like, cool. But the part that stressed me out was the little lady on the billing phone. We're going to come over here to car maintenance. I'm trying to do 5,000 things at once. Tell the story, comes to envelopes. In car maintenance, I am adding $25. So yeah, so like the billing lady that I was calling, like, hey, can you stretch it to 15, 18 months at the most until I know what's going on with me? And that lady told me, non-medical provider, mind you, she told me that maybe I should stop going to PT and stretch at home. And one thing about me, I'm super cool, I'm chill, but when you get me to where I got to tell you something, just where you messed up, okay? I let her know. I said, let me stop you right there. That is, first of all, that's an ignorant statement to think that all I do in PT is stretch. You don't know nothing about me. If you all want to abuse your patients and send them to collections, even though you're taking their money, do your job, but don't tell me what to do. You're not a medical provider. And matter of fact, even like clinical people cannot give medical advice over the phone. So how dare you, as somebody who know nothing about even what a physical therapist does or does not do? You are not a medical. I went off. But anyway, where does this go? But anyway, instead of waiting, where am I hopping over to? I'm going to renewals. Instead of waiting until my appointment, I decided to establish my care sooner so I can get away from that particular location. And I did just that. And I want to say this was at the end of March. And when I say professional, total professional, the good news is I do not need to have surgery, okay? No surgery needed. Yay! So I'm happy about that, but I still have to follow up as I was supposed to originally on the 27th of April. This video, of course, is coming out after the fact, but the 27th of April, I do have a follow-up appointment. Okay, so that's where I want to leave that. I'm adding 25 to renewals. So where budget with Elma came in, when all of this was going on with the billing and me just feeling like, why do I feel like this year is beating me up? Lord, like I just want a break. Just please give me a break. One of Budget with Elma's videos came on, and it came on just in time. And I was just like, there's no way that she is giving me the encouraging words through her content at a time when I needed it the most. And I just sat there and I cried, and I was just like, okay, I'm just going to sit still and I'm going to hold on to my faith, at least my little mustard seed. And that's why I'm shouting out Elma. But anyway, enough of that sappy stuff. I just wanted to, long story, very long, give you an update on my arm. So in renewals, we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 255, 260. You see this? I always do that. But you know what? It's going to stay just like that, okay? We ain't got time. We ain't got time. All right. So we are going to come over here to student loans. And this is for me trying to prepare for active payments. Hopefully it doesn't happen anytime soon, but I'm trying. So I'm going to add 20 here, and that makes this 60. But anyway, how are you all doing? Outside of feeling like you're being robbed of your money every day, how are you all doing? So I get the color one of these in. I just want to encourage you all. Listen, I'm with you, okay? Like, the price of things, it feels like we're not getting paid more for what we do to even afford what's going on. Just please stay encouraged. Don't let this distraction pull you away from what you're doing. Please hold on, okay? I'm in this with you, okay? I'm coming over here to lawn care, and I guess I'm grieving a lot of money. I am adding a good old $20 bill to lawn care. So let's take off 2 of these. So yeah, stay encouraged, stay encouraged. But outside of that, what have you all been doing to keep yourselves lifted, positive, spending time with family? Like, what have you been doing? Give me some ideas of what I should do. Okay, and the last category we are coming back to is credit card. I'm just doing this, to help me make extra credit card payments. The credit card thing is something I wish I wouldn't have got myself into, but I am a human too, okay? So we are adding $20. Let me see. I wear glasses now. There's a $20 spot right here. Yes, right there. Did I add the $20? I did not. And now we have $20, $40, and $50 in here. So that is it with us grieving some money. So I'm going to put this back in here. We're going to close her on up, get her out the way. Next up, I am hopping over to my Stay Ready binder. And it's not a lot of staying ready this time around, but hey, we're doing the best we can. We are adding to emergency fund. And we are adding $50 here. And let's give ourselves credit. We can color off one more piggy. And in emergency fund, we have a good old 1,000 in the bank, okay? And 100. So we have 1,100 in the bank. My initial goal was to really save for $10,000 with this economy. I don't know. I think a girl should probably be trying to save more. I don't know. So next we are hopping over here to rainy day, and we are adding a total of $60. So we are adding this $50 bill here. You get in the front, and we're going to take a $10 bill. Let me give myself credit because I will forget. And we have one more spot with rainy day. When I am completed with this particular tracker, I'm going to use it for extra escrow payments in case things continue to go up. I can have the money to go into escrow, and I have a separate tracker for rainy day, okay? So in rainy day, I now have 1, 2, 300, 400, 20, 30, 45, $445. Okay. Next up on the docket, we are adding money into vision. And in my vision, I am adding $20. And now we have 50, 70, 90, 100. Oh yeah. Okay. So with my vision, I think I've shared before, I've just decided just to pay this out of pocket. Because the eye doctor I see, he is my childhood eye doctor, and I've tried to go to people that are in network because he's no longer in network, and it ain't, the grass ain't greener on the other side. I've got to stop using purple because purple gets on my little fingers all the time. So I don't know, purple bleeds more. I don't know what that's about. All right, what's gonna have to bleed by itself? I'm gonna set this to the side. Okay, Next up, I am hopping back here to maternity leave. Well, before we go to maternity leave, let's put this rollover money into miscellaneous. So we said we have 20, 30, 40, and 50. So let's see what we have all together. We have 100, 50, 70, 90. Oh, I lost count. 51, 50, 70, 80, 90, 210. I probably was counting that wrong to begin with. And so now we only owe ourselves 100. If you're unaware, I am paying myself back. I had to drop a good $3K so that I may have a new water heater. Oh, wrong one. Water heater. And if you missed that video, I will link it at the top of the screen. All right. Last but not least, I am adding into my maternity leave. And in maternity leave, I'm adding $50. And I'm going to fire this purple marker because it is getting everywhere and I do not appreciate it. So we said we added $50. Yeah, I added it right. Oh, there. Okay. So we're going to take off 2 of these. And that is it. Let's see what we have now. In maternity leave, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 75. You see what a good condensing do? It makes it just so much easier to count your money. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in here. We're going to take this and get it out of our way. Next up, I am coming here to my Reclaiming My Joy binder. And I am going to add a, what am I adding? Not a total. I'm adding $30 to Thanksgiving. And I said we were done with the purple. A part of me is so ready for Thanksgiving, but I don't want to speed the days up, but I do want to speed the days up, but I don't want to speed the days up. So we said we're adding $30. So a 20. Did I add the 20 already? I don't know. Couldn't have been. Okay. I don't know. Something's wrong. I'm supposed to have a 20 over here somewhere. I don't know. So in Thanksgiving, we have 20, 40, 60, 80. 1, 20. Start over. Thanksgiving, 20, 30, 40, 20, 30, 40, 50, 20. Ugh. I'm glitching. In Thanksgiving, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 50. And I know where I made my mistake. Give me a second, put this in, and I'm going to correct myself in just a second. Okay, I was supposed to use all 10s in gas, and I had to get these 20s back out, so I'm back. In Christmas, we are adding a total of $20. And we now have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, and 150. So let's color off a Christmas tree. I was watching like everybody else's goals in the comments. I've seen some videos. Apparently, I feel like my goal might be too little. So maybe next year I might need to increase my little goal. Maybe $800 is the price of yesteryear. Okay. And we have one more. We're going to come over to Boss Lady, who is my mom. And we are adding $15. Why are you in there like that? $15. Okay, put the money together, girl. Okay, so now we have 10, 20, 25, and 30. And let's give ourselves credit. And we're going to color her in down here. So I created this Boss Lady category for my mom. Oh, trying to find like the nicest way to say this. I'm trying to slowly start putting money away from her since my mom is older. My mom is not millennial. I'm the millennial. My mom is a Gen X, but she is like an older Gen X. So like she's barely a Gen X, if that makes sense. She's on the cusp of Gen X and baby boomer. And I'm like the responsible one. And I just feel like I should put stuff aside because she's trying to retire soon. So I hope that makes sense. We're going to take this, get it out the way. Last but certainly not least, I am adding into my monthly savings binder here. And we are going to take April out because it takes a long time to dry. Let's go move that on back that way. Let's pull this money here out. And in April, we are adding a total of $125. Where does this 10 go? Oh, I don't know. Okay, 120 and 25. I always leave money. I'm gonna figure that out later. So with this 125, let's put it all together. Okay, and I am going to fast forward through this part. I'm going to color this in and then we're going to give it a count. Okay, so let's give this a count. We only have one number. This saves a total of $265, but of course I am going to make this 200. I said it wrong. It saves 263, but I'm saving 265. The last spot is 91, but of course I'm going to put $95 there. So for April, we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70. So 175. And that's it. I'm going to put the money back in here. I'm going to take this and get it out the way. If you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you for real. So go ahead and tap that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. It's a free way to show me some love and help the channel to grow. If you've missed any previous videos, no worries. I will leave links in the description up in the cards throughout this video. I'll be back next week for another cash stuffing video. And until next time, mind your money $1 at a time. I'm clocking out. Peace.